Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming out. As I say all the time, we're going to be doing a little something different, even more advanced with a few new packages. Let me move this one up so you can see it a little better. I'll even view, zoom in, give it a little, whoa, that's like really intense. Why don't I just keep it normal? All right. So, anyways, kind of like an acid trip or something there. Just kidding. So, anyways, what are we gonna do here? As you know, we are, if you're using our studio, this is the statistical environment. Our studio is also this, but this is a more friendly, user-friendly interface. So as you can see up here, I've been doing these kind of different things with the Amazon, Sears, etc., running it. This is very interesting. So you're gonna need different types of packages. So what are you going to need? Well, you all should know at this point, and even if you're not in my class, this is really interesting stuff and kind of avant-garde. It's very advanced stocks, bonds, how to graph them in the most sophisticated way. So what we're going to do is first use what we call tidy quant. This has a few packages in it, one being quant mod, the other what performance analytics, I believe, and others. It's very good, as you can see with all the stuff coming out. So that's going to be the first one you want to get. The other one after this ends is going to be the graph one, digraph. Now remember the Three Stooges rule of R. So digraphs, anytime you put the first three letters, whatever it is, will pop up. If you have it, that's how I know it's already installed, but I still got to get it from the library. So what we're going to do today is kind of interesting. I got it up here already. I've been trying to run it. And that's just, the goal here is a few things. First of all, how do you run and use these new, more finance-oriented packages? But also, how do you get stocks and bonds, and even later we're going to do a certain source, Fred, in from Missouri, that has the inflation of the United States, what just a wide range of things. But right now, just let's focus on the stock. So we're going to get Sears. So remember Sears? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. So we're going to get the adjusted. There's also the close, the high, and the low. The adjusted is always better to get for a stock because that's after it pays out its dividends and other things. But you could do close. Close is usually higher than adjusted. That's why I use adjusted. I think it's a fairer measurement. But regardless, we're going to do adjusted, and it's just the AD. And then we're going to get symbols. Check it out. So it's add for, and I'm going to show you kind of the difference. That's get symbols. And then I want Sears, and I wouldn't know Sears off the top of my head. I know Amazon, but this is called here. Look at this. This is called a ticker number. So the ticker number here, SHALDQ, is the stock number that helps bring it up, and I believe it comes from Yahoo. But you can get it from different places if you say the source specifically. And then you do auto assign false. I haven't looked at too much into it. I know you have to do that. But I just take it for granted, you know, the code is auto assigned. So you're building this argument here, and we're calling it Sears false. Now, if I just press the button, the default on this, it goes back to the stocks of 2007. Instead, just to show you how it works, I'm going to do from 2005 0101, oops, 01. So that will bring up Sears. So I want to show you, basically, you can just look at the head just to make sure it's up there. Sears, here it is. Remember the three studio rule. Once you just put up three things, look at yep, it comes up. There it is. Let's look at the head. So it goes back to 2005, and this is the adjusted for. So that was the price of the adjusted stock daily. It's a daily code. So you basically have these are every day. So 0, 1, 7, that's obviously January 7th, January 10th. Well, so it's not every day because look at January 8th and 9th is missing. But when it's on the stock exchange. So and then obviously Amazon is on the NASDAQ. So then we can do Amazon. But I do want to show you what it would look like if we did not do the ad and we just use get symbol. I'll just put the Sears 2. And basically now, oops, what happened there? There's a miss symbol here. Get symbols. So let me go back. Called Sears 2. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so I didn't get rid of the other thing. Boom. Let's see here. We got to get rid of that one because we got rid of the ad. All right, so now it's going to be Sears 2. So look at the head is going to be different. The 3-letter rule comes up. Sears 3. So you get the opening, the high of the day, the low of the day, the close of the day, and adjusted. And if you notice, it is the same, so they didn't take out any, but let me see. Most of them are the same for Sears. They're not paying anyone out. That's probably why they went bankrupt. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, you see different numbers for these. Like this is the opening, this is the high, and this is the low of the day. So you can get all that information. I think adjusted, and a lot of people in finance would agree, best represents the stock. So we're using adjusted. Now let's do Amazon next. Now I'm going to do the ad for Amazon. It's actually capital AD. And now, and you can see with the little X, you know that that's the function, get symbols. And we're basically going to do the same. So I'm just going to copy and paste that after. But what's Amazon? I think it's AMZN, and it's up there. I see it. Am I right? Yeah, AMZN. Same thing. You got to do the auto assign. Now we want the same exact date, so that's why I copied and pasted. That's the function right there, and then that's why I copied and pasted this. So you can do any date really, 1999, etc., 0101 or 0203, whatever you want. But I'm just using this kind of, it's not completely arbitrarily because we need to go back to see when Amazon and Sears really had their competition and when Amazon really overtook through more advanced graphing, really overtook Sears. So we get the Amazon. You want to make sure you got it. So here's Amazon. Just get the head. Now look at very low, 44. Look at this, so it's higher. Shares is actually higher back in 2005, not that long ago. What's this, 2021? I can't believe I'm alive. So I'm going to C-bind both of these. These are putting these together. It's a base, as you can see right there, function. And I'm just going to put Sears again. Wait, no, not Sears, 2 Sears. And Amazon, again, all you got to do is put those 3 and C-bind them. But I have to call them something. So I'll call it Sears. Just take the name Sears. I'm just taking the name. And then Amazon, put them together. And as you know, this is basically how we're calling it. You can actually use the equal. I don't because that's usually used for something else. So I just still use those 2 signs. So we got Sears and Amazon. We are going to graph these in a way through digraphs, which is incredibly amazing. So what we're doing here through get symbols, the ticket number, auto assign false, and from the date, very easy to get these stocks to see how they move through what we call time series analysis. Now, I'm not going to do regression. I'm not going to do auto ARIMA. I'm not going to do random walk forecasting. That'll be for later. This is just to show you kind of a cool way to graph these. And I find it kind of cool to see where Sears and Amazon completely diverged. So we're basically doing the digraph, which is just this. Digraph, what did we call that? Sears, Amazon. Now you actually pipe it in. You don't use the plus like Gigi plot. So you got to pipe it in. I use Control Shift and then M, and those will come up. And then we're going to do die Ranger Selector, and that I'll show you what that is in a second. So let's see what that looks like here over here in the graph. Now, This part here, it kind of looks kind of funny, and I want to show you exactly what this is going to mean. But look at that. It'll show us the exact day, April 17, 220, what Sears is, 19,738. And then look at Amazon, 1,775. But where did this all take place? Well, I'm going to zoom this sucker in. I got to do another screen share. Now you should be able to see that now. And this is the selector that I talked about. So look at this. This allows you to go back in time. So we see here we're at exactly, look at it, shows up the dates, 2005. Look at where Sears is in 2005. It's higher than Amazon. So you look at the adjusted is almost 100 on March 28th, 2005, where Amazon is just 33.39. I mean, that's a huge gap. That's like more than double, if my math is good. Wait, I'm teaching statistics. So look at this, 102, 33. So Amazon doesn't look that good there compared to, but look at this as we go through time through this interactive map, and you can look at it by the day. What happens? You even see, look at even huge difference between Amazon and Sears. Sears is going. So what happens though? Look at this. Right around 2007, it starts to cross. So look at this. It crosses, goes up and down. This, one of these things, where is it? I had it. It goes, no, I would say around here. Look at this. October 7, 2008. Let me move down. Right there, Amazon takes over. That's a good date. October 7, 2008. You have Amazon adjusted, $58. Sears, 59. Just about $1 worth more of stocks. From there, it is devastated Sears. And I love Sears. My mother would always take us to Sears because Sears was the big thing back then, right? Sears was huge. Now, because I'm only instructor, I go to Goodwill. But I wonder what their stocks are. But anyways, this is so interesting. So that day goes down, October 7, 2008, in infamy for Sears, because now it never, ever gets bigger than Amazon. In fact, as we use the selector, look at as we push forward out here, and then we get this other one and go over here, it goes out there. So that is so interesting. I'm just making sure you can see the selector here. Now look at it. It goes, now we're in 16, 16, 17, 18, 19. Where is Sears? Sears is at 0.3, whereas Amazon, February 4th, 2020, goes all the way to 2000. Now look at it, keeps going lower and lower, but as we hit COVID, where, this tough COVID thing. Look at this. What's the last day we got over here? Let's take a look. The last day we have 0.2 October. Why is that up to? Oh, here is my thingy. All the way. Look at that. That is crazy. So the point of this here, let me go back over here. The last day we got here is my birthday, January 6th. I turned 28 years old. Sears 0.24, Amazon 3,138. So that's absolutely amazing. As you know, we're in the COVID, kids aren't in school. This is why I hear all day long, Papa, 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 Papa. I'm going crazy here. So anyways, that was it. And this is how you make the graphic. Very few steps. Let me go back and make sure. Everyone go back to our studio. You should be able to see our studio. All you do is hit the Zoom, and that's how I got that up. So what we did here is pretty cool, right? We learned some new packages. We installed them. We got them out of the library. Then we essentially got the two stocks. You can get any stock you want. You get the whole NASDAQ, you get the Dow Jones, everything. And then we graphed these two stocks, compared them, etc. This is time series analysis, but it's not the most advanced, like regression with these stocks, which I have done. You have to make them what we call stationary. You get the difference number, etc. That's something for a later date. But I think that this is a really cool thing to learn. about stocks, so you can basically get these up and do what you want with them, so you can see them for yourselves, and then you can make your own judgments, your own analyses about these stocks. So this is definitely very, very important to be able to do, and through just to get symbols. And getting the adjuster, you can get the close, etc. is very good. So thanks everyone for watching. I really like doing these things, these more advanced time series things, and we're going to do even more advanced things. Any comments are useful. I love comments, and I hope everyone is staying safe out there. Take care, everyone.